Welcome back. You're on to Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, we're moving on to our relationship discussion this morning. And Olabisi Folari is a professional counselor with over 2 decades of experience. She's also a certified relationship and marriage counselor. She's the founder and head of faculty at Threefold Chord Marriage Academy, a marriage institute. Today, she'll be talking to us about deeply personal questions to ask your partner before taking your relationship to the next level. Hello, Ms. BC.
Hello. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, so now let's just head right to it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. What are those questions we should ask before taking our relationship to the next level? And what are the signs, first of all, that you'd see before you're, pushed to, and make those or ask those questions?
First off, I want to say I'll be taking this up from the point where you guys agree. You know, I think we're good. We're good. We need to take this to the next level. That we're looking at marriage in view. We're actually
Marriage in
proceeding on the
view.
courtship.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So I'm taking it from that point.
Okay,
Now,
great.
you're saying what signs do you need to see before you can ask? I don't think you need any signs.
Okay.
Okay, this is about your life, either male or female. So you want to be sure you are dotting your
X
I's
and
and crossing
O's.
your T's. So you don't
Okay.
need a prompt to find out these questions. At this point, you need to be asking a lot of questions, and they should be the right questions and having ongoing conversations. So I'll just go right into it. I think the first thing, you want to find out at that point when he says, you know what, I want to get married to you, and you agree, and you know what, let's proceed on a courtship, we're engaged, we want to walk towards marriage. The first thing you should be asking of is, so when exactly are we looking at? What I mean by that is, when is this all going to culminate into that goal we have in view? We are having marriage in view. So when are we looking at? Now, what this does for you is that it puts that relationship in perspective. It gives it traction. It makes you know, okay, we're engaged, we're about to get married, but we have a date we're looking at. Because until you have a goal, which is maybe next year or 2 years, you most likely won't commit to a plan. Once there's a goal, then you can begin to think of planning towards it. And asking such questions for the men might be a bit uncomfortable. But if you're
Exactly.
telling me you want to get married to me, and you have marriage in view, then we need to start asking pointed questions. When are you looking at? When do you want us to get married? That might be disconcerting, but it will lead you to deeper questions. At that point, other things you guys are not thinking of will begin to surface. Like for the lady, her parents might want her to go for her master's. Like, you're telling us you have a guy, you have marriage in view. Hey, hold on. You know what? We want our daughter to go for her master's. You are well ready, you have a good job. We also want to make sure our daughter is in a good stead. Those kind of conversations won't come in if you don't have a goal in terms of date. When are we looking at? Okay. If that comes up and she goes back to the guy, my parents have this, then it helps them to begin to put things in perspective. In Africa, you can't remove parents from the equation. So those kind of questions open up larger conversations like that. So can I go ahead with other things?
Yes, you can go ahead with other questions.
Okay, the number 2 thing I would like to say is you need to ask pointed questions like, is there anything I could do that would ever offend you? At this point, you're trying to find out what their elasticity, is concerning certain things. You want to find out, what can I possibly do that will make you walk out, of this relationship.
What's the deal breaker?
Even at the point of being married. Deal breaker, thank you. Okay. Deal breaker, what could be a deal breaker for you? I'll give you a practical example. So I had a friend that's, they are both faith-based, they're Christians, and the guy was a pastor at that point. And she goes all in one of those dates, she was telling me, she goes all, oh, you know what, I love you so much, there is nothing, let me just give you advance apology. There's nothing you can ever do, even in marriage, that will make me walk away, I will forgive you. And she said she got the shock of her, like when the guy looked at her straight in the face and said, you know what, I cannot stand or bear the thought of another man sleeping with my wife.
Oh.
She said she was shocked at that point because, this was a pastor, in quote, and she felt, she'd be able to forgive anything, but he made it quite clear on the spot. It's a no for me. I can't bear that. And it was a brain reset for her. It really got her thinking like, wow. this guy's not joking here. So those kind of pointed questions, help you, put you in a good stead to know what this person can take. This is a deal breaker. Don't assume that this person is, somebody of very high
Yeah.
spiritual faith or whatever. You need to
Yeah.
ask questions so that you know where you stand with them. And so that really helped her. She didn't find it funny, but it helped her know, look, this is it. He didn't say, I love you, Tori Tono, whatever you do. He says, no, that particular one. He said, no, I'm walking away.
Okay,
Okay.
now
So,
let's talk about goals, because
okay.
there are questions about long-term, short-term goals. I mean, it's important to know,
Okay.
what this person's plan, what your significant other's plan is in the next
Yes.
5-10 years, which of course helps
Yes.
to, put the structure of your family in place. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, that's why I started with, first of all, when are we looking at this, culminating into marriage, when we begin to live together? Now, talking about goals, it will help. If at that point all you have is your BSc, you're thinking of masters, you're thinking of traveling abroad, like you said, structure, it begins to inform, oh, are we really sure we can tie the knot in 2 years' time? Or can we just tie the knot and thereafter proceed? You can proceed on your masters. And at this point, you need to have this conversation, because a lot of times when people get married, they find out that, for the women, the guys are not willing to, after all, agree to that. Like, you can't just leave me, you want to travel. But if you have had that conversation and gotten a commitment, it's
Yeah.
no longer a story of, you can't be in the way of my goals. You want to get them to commit. Are you saying, I can do whatever it is I want to do along the area of my career, and this, that. So those are all conversations. It helps put structure, so nobody
Okay.
feels, well, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay.
That's why you need to keep having those ongoing
All
conversations.
right. Thank you so much, Miss BC, for these nuggets this morning. I'm sure, people watching have been able to learn one or two things.